Aloha and welcome to Hawaii Showtimes. I'm your host, Nathan Young, and today I'm joined with Dr. Z, writer, producer, actor, and director of his own films. Dr. Z, thank you for coming today.
Oh, it's always a pleasure. Thank you.
Would you like to educate the audience on what you do and who you are?
After 13 films, I guess I ran around the blocks a few times. I don't know,
Yeah.
13 times.
13 times, that's a lot of times.
Anyway, I assume that we're going to have the whole evening to talk about my ventures. And so if that's the case, then I would kind of do it by the numbers. So go back to the beginning. 1994, I was a practicing doctor, into it for about 6 or 7 years. And then being in Hollywood, in Southern California, everybody's talking about filmmaking. And so also about one half, well, not a half, maybe a third, at least a third of my clientele are film people, entertainment people, stunt guys, writers, directors. So from these people, they're always relating to something that's happening in the industry. I kind of got a little bit interested in it. And so in 1994, I went to my first film class. And I enjoyed it. It was fun. I thought I was just going to do it for part-time. Then I went to these, what they call cattle calls. It's very time-consuming. You got 20 patients scheduled, and then all of a sudden they call you, you got to cancel these people. So that was not convenient. And so as far as going through the normal route is concerned, it's not feasible for me. I can't, right? I'm the practicing doctor. So what I did was, putting all the audition aside, I'm going to study more about films, how to make them, camera work,
Yes.
directing, stunts, okay, dance, choreography. So learn all this, and then within like a 2-year period, part-time, going to UCLA Film School at night, plus some other film conventions and workshops. After 2 years, I wrote a screenplay called The Deadly Cure, being a doctor. When we're tied in, you know, as a writer, if you write something about yourself, it's always tied in with your work, tied with your thoughts, with your lifetime philosophy,
Right.
and all that.
Yeah.
So wrote my first script called The Deadly Cure. And then I hired a production team. And then I also hired a director. And then that was my first picture. In fact, the first movie, the first release, I remember we were at UC Theater in Berkeley. And back in those days, that was a theater for all the college kids. They give me a round of applause. They were interested. They wanted to get into my films, and then they wanted to co-produce with me. You know, there was a film program up there. So then I stir up more interest.
Wow, that's great from just their first film.
Yeah,
Great.
well, I mean,
Yeah.
the quality actually was really mediocre. But it was just because how that timing and how it sizzled.
Yeah.
First week, I got write up by several newspapers. So then, hey, that's pretty good, right? I'm ready to go. I'm on a roll, right? It was my lucky break at first start. I wasn't even expecting for it to do well. I mean, I just did it, right? So yeah, then I roll on to my next picture. And you know what the next picture's name is?
I think it was Combat Mortal, like similar to like,
Well, Mortal Kombat,
Yeah.
right, yeah, right, yeah. Well, I mean, back in those days, also specifically, I had an entertainment attorney, and I said if I use Combat Mortal with a C instead of Mortal Kombat with a K, will I get into trouble? He says, oh, you don't need to worry about it. And basically, Combat Mortal is about this bounty hunter who's moonlighting as a bounty hunter, but then he wants to be a star in Hollywood.
I see.
And so one day he gets an assignment to protect this beauty queen who's getting threats from the mobs. And then, of course, you know, my character, bring down the evil and bring them to justice.
Yeah.
And then, of course, with a lot of chance for me to show off the other Jeet Kune Do and martial arts and all that. So,
right. Because you're at the time practicing Jeet Kune Do, right?
Well, I mean, all these years,
Other
ever since
martial arts as well.
ever since 1982.
1982, wow. That's a long time.
It's been a long haul. It's been a long haul. Yeah. So yeah. So that was that. So that was actually my second feature. You want to take a look at the trailer?
Okay. Yeah, let's look at it.
Okay.
He's coming up. Let me take care of him. Go. Kill him this time.
You'll be my bodyguard. You'll stay and protect me anywhere I go.
李小龍徒孫、美國黃飛鴻、盧天雄博士主演，荷里活保鏢，萬勿錯過。
Yeah. So I mean,
That's great.
well, I mean, this compared to what's happening in 2017, right? I mean, the image, the trailer has changed.
Yeah, I see.
You see, so now we have a lot more bells and whistles with all this latest editing equipment. But back in those days, it's like when Jackie Chan was in his prime, in the early 90s or even late 80s. You can see the angles, you can see all the techniques. They weren't tricks. I mean, no special effects. That's just the way it was. But we have fun, and I like that. I like that comedic, that Crusoe character. I played that too.
That was a good one. That was good. After that film, you went on to another one called Martial Medicine Man.
Yes, Martial Medicine Man. Well, I mean, think about it. Over a span of 20 years, I'm only doing this part-time, right? And I did so much work. It's almost unbelievable. I mean, I think what happened was I had fun doing it.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, it would have been difficult. And filmmakers often talk about, I went through hell trying to get this movie done and that, and hey, that's only half of a hump of a camel, right? And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
After you go through the first hump of making it, that second hump is you make it a hit.
Yeah.
Right? So make a movie is not enough. You're going to make it a hit. So that's two peaks. Okay? But anyway, yeah, I think Martial Medicine Man was I put more thoughts into the script and came up with this special idea that I learned in film school. You take a ancient idea or an ancient character, and you bring that character to modern day. And so this is what I did.
I see.
Wang Feihong was kind of like the legend of China in the old days. So I bring that Wang Feihong to modern day America. So I guess they had, the promotion, marketing they had. And then of course, with his skill in the martial arts, with his skills in the medicine, applying in the new world in America, there's a whole, it's a whole script. I mean, that could have been a television series, and I have the copyrights for it. So if people wanted to do something like that, they have to come through me. But yeah, if you want to take a look at the clip, the trailer,
I think we got some time, so let's take a look.
Yeah.
前明灣區盧天雄博士主持電台、電視獨立製作電影《美國黃飛鴻》。
Thank you. You are just like our legend, Wang Feihong. To the death.
美國黃飛鴻內容緊張刺激。
Yeah.
That's Treasure Island.
Yeah.
You know, that is kind of a remote island. They don't know what to do with it. Right in the middle of the San Francisco Bay.
Oh, chasing the dragon after
Oh.
that one, right? How was that one? That one seemed like a really fun one to do.
Well, yeah, basically it's kind of like ties in with my own lifetime activity. You know, martial arts is a big part of my life. Even
Yes.
before Jeet Kune Do, I was studying the Chinese martial arts as a kid, growing up in Hong Kong. So yeah, it's called Chasing the Dragon, and then I guess lately there was another movie, Chasing the Dragon, with our Donnie Yen,
Yeah, recently
right?
there's a new one
Our
called
Donnie
Chasing
Yen
the Dragon.
colleague called
Yeah.
Chasing the Dragon, but it's a whole different story.
Yeah, totally different.
I was chasing the real dragon.
Uh-huh.
I was chasing after my grandmaster, you see. So that's kind of like based on my lifetime story, but written it more for dramatic effect.
I see.
So, I mean, a writer took my lifetime story and then wrote it into a screenplay, and then just I play for it. So that was Chasing the Dragon, and then it kind of shows you the different stages that an actor or producer have to go through if they want to make a movie in Hollywood. I mean, this type of theme is done to death, right?
Right.
Of course, all the different scripts are different. How each person made a movie is different, but basically that was kind of like my expression.
All right, and do we have a few sample clips from that too?
Yeah, we can.
馳名灣區盧天雄博士繼美國黃飛鴻之後，又一大製作追星尋龍。
Unless you got a star attached to it, it's going to be a tough sell.
Yeah, but I am the star.
Yeah, I know that, but studios don't.
You will never be a Hollywood star.
The little dragon is dead. Dragon is not there.
追星尋龍係一部華人喺荷里活嘅動人奮鬥史，萬勿錯過。
Okay, yeah. So now, I guess from this clip, you realize that we've changed a little bit. Now the guys can do flips 3 times in the air before they fall,
Yeah.
right? They can leap from one building. It was like a good 10 feet apart. They can just leap over it, where that didn't exist in the old days,
Right. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Jackie Chan was kind of like the first guy that did the daredevil stuff. But think about now, okay? And Chasing the Dragon was made way 15 years ago, okay? So the parkour that you saw and those flips that did not exist in the 80s, all that started to come out. You see those avatars that you saw that was fighting my character, they were actually wushu specialists.
Really?
Yeah, they were from wushu, but with those aerial kicks and flips and falls and turns and somersault, they knew how to do that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing. So the next film after that was called The Blood of Angels and Demons.
Yes, that's kind of it's a continuation.
Continuation. I see.
But the thing was, again, I'm kind of like putting in my thinking cap. This character wants to be a movie star. So in the movie, at the end, he's achieved it. What's next? Right? So then I thought, he's having all these nightmares, and it's all about death. So him already being an actor, a famous actor,
Yeah.
is there like a special message for him that there's something that he has to fulfill? Everything is about people dying and very scary, gory type of stuff happening in his dreams. So he started soul searching. Is there a deeper meaning of life?
Oh, I see. Very philosophical film. Then.
Yes, philosophical more than anything else. And then I guess coincide, I put in a lot of the Taoist philosophy,
Yeah.
Buddhist philosophy,
I see.
and then of course Jeet Kune Do philosophy. I just wanted people to think, you know, and I had kind of a intrinsic closing remark about, you know, the blood of angels and demons.
Right.
If
And
you see it, what would you do?
And
Yeah.
by that title itself, sounds very spiritual in a sense.
Right, yeah. So it's,
Spiritual journey of this person.
right, so it's kind of like,
Yeah.
it's philosophical, metaphysical, it is also horror,
Yeah.
right? You know, like there's all these monsters and people chopped to pieces, and then with the martial arts.
Listen here, we are not sick men. Erica!
Yeah. So a lot of it was shot in the dark, and yeah, that creepy, you know, that dark lighting
Yeah.
and all the movement that blend in. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Well, there's yet another film that you made called The American Dream.
Yeah.
Right?
Mhm.
That one is kind of someone who's coming to America trying to fulfill this American dream or something like it.
No, that is a whole different. That the genre was after making 5 feature.
I see.
I decided I wanted to switch a little bit.
Okay.
I wanted to make a drama,
Yeah.
and I wanted to make a film based on the Chinese mind
Ah.
struggling into America and wants to live in America legally. What is he? How does he see America? Where can he move? How can he fulfill his dream? So it's called The American Dream.
I see.
It is not about action. It is about drama. I want people to get inside his head,
Right.
and so basically, at the end was kind of like a twist ending. Okay, I'm not going to talk about it. Okay, and the saga continues. Yeah.
Great. Wow.
Yeah. So
So we
Yeah.
can see a few clips from that as well. We definitely have to watch the film. If you want to see it, definitely watch it. He says he doesn't want to reveal the ending, so I guess you're just gonna have to see for yourself.
yeah.
當你嚟到三藩市，向住呢個金字塔形嘅大廈走，你就會到達唐人埠。
我終於嚟到美國！我終於嚟到美國！請問三藩市唐人埠喺邊啊？呢度就係啦。哦，呢度就係啦。恭敬大家杯啊！大家飲杯先。Billy Chan，Welcome to America！我係啊 Billy Chan，我係呢個客戶嘅。
但係你咧又唔識英文，又冇綠卡。
你耐心啲啦，美國都有好多好嘢嘅。你可以獎你啲，變咗你啲。
我唔理呢啲啊，我淨係想要你啊！
雖然我冇綠卡，我都會報警。
快俾翻錢我哋啊！
一級謀殺，你有排坐啦，呢度坐得翻大陸啦。
I know we're kind of limited on time. I'll skip a couple of pictures. There's triangulation movies, you know.
Yes.
Triangulation movies is actually shot in one location. It was my record. 8-day shoot in one film. 3 persons tied together, don't know each other, and then they woke up and said, what are we doing here? Right? 3 people. And then as the plot thickens, it goes to a point of no return. So we shot 5 days in that garage. We rented a garage, right? That's very economical when it comes to time of filming. Then 3 days of pickup shots. So 8 days, that was my record.
8 days?
Yeah, 8 days, yeah.
What? Who are you? And what the hell are we doing here?
Open the damn garage door!
Why are you doing this? Show yourself, you son of a bitch!
About talk.
Mr. Rockstar, who was your girlfriend? Screw you!
Who the hell is it?
Hey, Jennifer!
Jennifer!
Well, I suppose we're all here because there is a connection. We're here to find out the truth.
And I guess we roll on to the Stop Hit.
The Stop Hit.
Part 1 and Part 2 is about this crazy, dirty, hairy Hong Kong cop who don't listen to the superior. Superior played by Carter Wong, okay,
yeah,
and the sequel played by Chen Gun-tai. You know, they are all Shaw Brother veterans.
Right.
And then, of course, a lot of martial arts action, kind of your typical Hong Kong, America combined type of action film. These two are the feature. Okay, Five Monkey King. Like I said, bring the ancient monkey in Journey to the West to modern day America. So a whole new set of action for him. The monkey is smart. He's got superhuman power. What does he have to do in this modern world of nuclear power, of terrorists, right? Wars and sophisticated technology. What is his mission? And then part 2, the monkey escapes to Hawaii, and then Hawaii teams up with the comedic Crusoe again.
Right, and that's the newest one called Return of
Yeah,
the Panther.
dynamic duo called Return of the Panther. And it's shot in the beautiful city of Honolulu, And all this remote beaches and cliffs and this all of dynamite parkour, people getting kicked into the ocean and, you know, really crazy fight scenes, and it's just dynamite.
You look like a former employee of mine. And soon, you are the vigilante monkey from Hong Kong. So you're not a buffoon after all. First thing we need is a reliable automobile. Hello?
Showtime.
Who are you after?
Die low.
Who the hell are you?
Yeah, take him away. Where the hell is that masked man?
You know a Steven Seagal? Voila!
Wow.
So to wrap it up,
Yeah.
that's it.
We would
Yeah.
love to see all those films, but we don't have enough time. But thank you so much for coming today. And I really enjoyed having you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah,
Just,
do you want to say anything last regards on your Facebook or any kind
well,
of
I
social
guess
media? Or
realasianfilms.com, you know, it'll give you all the information.
Okay.
And I see you all at the movies.
All
Bye for
right.
now.
Aloha, everyone.
Aloha. Aloha.